Got a 15-pound pork belly here. I'm gonna take that and cut it in half, and I'll freeze the other section. But this one here, the section I'm not gonna freeze, I'm gonna cube it up, make some burnt ends out of it. All right, 15 pounds worth of pork belly. Pat this thing dry, and I'm gonna split it either in half or thirds. Probably gonna do thirds, big as this thing is. I'm trying to shoot this one hand on my phone. I gotta do a little bit of knife work. I'll probably clean up some of the silver skin here. Go ahead and do that before I partition this thing out, and I'll vacuum seal what I don't use. All right, so I didn't worry about getting all of it. I cleaned up a good bit. I got some, some scraps here for sausage, a couple flaps, about like what you'll find on some ribs. I'll put those in the bag, freeze them. I've probably already got 7-8 pounds of pork scraps in there, so that'll all be put back for sausage when I make another batch. Not gonna bore you with a whole lot of knife work or anything. And just to show the other side, this is a skinless piece. I got this up there at the chef store, so they have the skin on ones too. But you can see this has got a heck of a fat cap on the back. That's pork belly. So about 50% of a pork belly is fat, so a lot of that will render off and melt away. So anyway, that's where your flavor comes from. And pork belly, if you didn't know, that's what's cut into bacon. All right, got these other two pieces here sealed up, ready to go. All right, that third of that pork belly, do it into strips about 1.5 1.25 inches wide. And then we'll cube those into similar thickness, about like that, about 1.5 1.25 inches, little cubes here. Got a cooling rack in there, so I'm gonna take those cubes, put them on this, and hopefully they all fit. If not, I'm gonna have to use a second pan, or a second rack rather. But season all sides and get them on the smoker out there. Long story short, they did not all fit in one, so we'll use both racks. Just got one side down here. Little homemade barbecue rub I got. Hopefully I got enough to do all the sides. It's probably about 5 pounds of meat here, 5.5 pounds. Got these seasoned. I got them on here, just put it on there right on the cooling racks. Make sure none of them's touching. The sun's constant hindrance. There we go. About 275-ish, something like that. Let that fat render down for about 3 hours. Checking these out, and then spraying them with a little bit of vinegar. I'm trying to get a little bark on them. Get some of that fat rendering down shortly. Alright, been on about 3 hours now. I'm gonna pull these off, put them into a half pan, add a little bit of honey, a little bit of butter, cover it with foil, and put it back in here for about another hour or so, tender them up. We're gonna take 2 half pans for these, so we're gonna put a little honey in here, just for a little sticky action. Add a little sweetness to them. Put a little butter in here, help out with the little something, a little extra fat at the bottom here to help these things get tender. All right, honey and butter. Got some foil on them in half pans. Got them back in there. Give them about an hour. See what they look like. All right, just after another hour, covered out there. Had the butter and the honey on it. So I'm gonna put a little sauce on there, and And I'm just going to stick them in the oven uncovered for about 5 minutes to kind of glaze this sauce on these things. All right, just took them out. Got a thick sauce on top of them. I'm gonna dig into these things, see how they are. Now, just try one. These things are a definite win. There's some good spice to them. I went pretty heavy with the cayenne pepper and chipotle pepper and stuff in that rub I made. So yeah, these are really, really good.